Hey guys, have you ever wondered why some decisions seem effortless, like what to have for dinner, while other decisions keep you up at night, like choosing a career or investing? The secret is how our brain works, and today I'll be explaining this fascinating idea from the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how your brain works, but also how to make better decisions in life. I'll explain this book to you in simple language through 8 parts. Let's dive into it. Part 1. Introducing the two systems. Imagine that your brain has 2 ways of thinking. System 1. The fast thinker. This is your automatic, instinctive brain. It reacts immediately, such as when you brake to avoid an accident or recognize a familiar face in a crowd. System 2. The slow thinker. This is your analytical, logical brain. It's the one you use to solve math problems, plan a budget, or analyze a difficult situation. It's slow and requires effort. Example: suppose you're in a cafe and the waiter asks, "Would you like tea or coffee?" Without much thought, you choose coffee. That's System 1. But if the waiter asks, "Would you like a cappuccino, latte, or Americano, with or without sugar, and how much milk?" Then System 2 kicks in. You start analyzing your preferences and choices. Part 2. Why System 1 is powerful, but not perfect. Friends. System 1 is fast and we depend on it to survive. But what's the problem? It often takes shortcuts leading to biases and errors, Kahneman calls. These cognitive biases, here are some biases you've surely experienced. Anchoring effect. Imagine you're buying a shirt. The tag says $200, now 50% off. Even though $100 isn't worth it, your mind fixates on the $200 price and convinces you it's a bargain. Anchoring affects your decision-making. Availability heuristic. Think about it. If you hear a news story about a plane crash, you suddenly think flying is unsafe, even though it's statistically safer than driving. This bias makes us overestimate risk that we can easily miss. Overconfidence bias. Have you ever taken a shortcut to avoid traffic but ended up in a worse jam? This is overconfidence, System 1 acting without consulting System 2. Part 3. The role of System 2. Why it's lazy. System 2 is where critical thinking happens. It's the one that analyzes problems, questions assumptions, and makes rational decisions. But here's a problem. System 2 is lazy. It takes effort to activate it, and our brain prefers to save energy. Example: imagine you're solving a math problem. What is 17x24? Right now your System 1 says, too hard, let's guess. But if you force yourself, System 2 will step in, break it down, and give the right answer. It's this laziness that often causes us to stick to instinctive reactions or first impressions, even when we shouldn't. Part 4. The illusion of understanding. Kahneman also discusses the illusion of understanding, where we think we know more than we really do. This is often in retrospect. Example: friends, after breaking up with your girlfriend, you must have said to yourself, "I wish I had not broken up with her," but at that moment, you felt it was right to break up with her. Everything seems clear in hindsight, but life does not have a rewind button. Part 5. Prospect theory. Why we fear losses more than gains. One of the most surprising concepts in the book is the prospect theory. Kahneman explains that we humans hate losing more than winning. This is called loss aversion. Example: imagine you find $50 in your jeans pocket. Feels great, right? Now imagine you lose $50 from your wallet. The pain is greater than the pleasure of finding it. This bias affects everything, from investing our money to negotiating. Part 6. Everyday applications of the two systems. Let's see how these ideas apply to real-life situations in relationships. System 1 might make you lash out at your partner for a minor mistake, but System 2 might pause and think, is it worth ruining your mood over something so trivial? In career choices. When choosing a job, System 1 might focus on the big paycheck, but System 2 will analyze, what are the growth prospects? Am I passionate about this job? It's important to balance the two systems. Part 7. How to outsmart your brain. Kahneman doesn't just explain how we think, he gives us the tools to think better. Here are some practical tips you can use right away. Pause before taking action. When making a big decision, ask yourself, Is this System 1 reacting, or am I engaging System 2's? Even a few seconds can make a difference. Question your first impression. Just because something feels right doesn't mean it is right. Think deeply before trusting your intuition, especially in important matters. Recognize biases. Start noticing patterns in your decisions. Are you falling for anchoring over confidence? The first step to improvement is awareness. Simplify options. Too many choices overwhelms System 2. Limit your options to make decisions easier. Part 8. Why is this book life-changing? Kahneman's insights are a blueprint for better thinking. He shows us why we make mistakes, how to avoid them, and how to understand our own minds. Example: the next time you're deciding what to eat, whether to buy that gadget, or whether you should trust someone, stop. Think about what's motivating your decision. Are you letting System 1 lead you astray, or is System 2 doing the hard work? Here's a quick summary of what we learned today. Friends, if you've ever had problems with overthinking or regretting a decision, this book is a game changer for you. It helps you see your mind working and gain control over it. If you enjoyed this analysis, hit the like button and share this video with someone who overthinks everything. Let me know in the comments, which system do you think controls your life more, System 1 or System 2? Subscribe for even more life-changing insights, and I'll see you in the next video.